California just made your concealed carry setup illegal. In some counties anyways. Did you know your red dot might get your CCW revoked in California? What about having lights and lasers? That as well. So guys, if you live in the following counties or you plan to travel through them, be careful with what's on your pistol. Alameda County has a ban on optics, lasers, and lights. Placer County has a ban on lasers. There's already California state law about you can't aim a laser at someone in a threatening way, even in self-defense. So, be careful with what's on your guns, guys. And recently, as of this month, in Contra Costa County, you cannot have lasers, lights, or optics on your concealed carry guns. I gotta say, this is the weirdest move they've made, but it doesn't surprise me because look what they did with featureless rifles versus mag-locking rifles. You can't just have a normal rifle with normal accessories here in California. Now they want to target the CCWs. Your permits will be denied or revoked in those counties when you go to apply to get your CCW and you pull your pistol out for the training. And the sheriffs of these counties have come out and said, yes, they agree with this. So your instructor has to automatically revoke or deny you when you go to train in front of him to show that you qualify if you have lights, lasers, or optics on your guns. You guys might be saying, well, just take them off when you go to qualify and put them back on at home. Doesn't work that way, because if you're pulled over while concealed carrying and they ask to inspect your pistol and it has these features, it's going to be treated the same way as an assault weapon is throughout the state. They're not going to take it from you, but they're going to take your right to carry it. Why is the flashlight on your pistol suddenly a problem for concealed carrying? The government is stupid. A lot of people that are anti-gun and want to restrict guns as much as possible are just ignorant and afraid. They probably learned more about them through video games and movies than real-life experience. So this CCW rule in some of these counties makes no legal or tactical sense. You have people concealed carrying for self-defense. You know they might have to do that in a populated area. Wouldn't you rather they could clearly identify and see their target, see where they're going to hit, and have better accuracy under pressure and stress than someone just using irons? You would think if the state of California really wanted to make everyone safer, they would make sure that it's easier to aim the gun and get rid of a threat with less shots. But this is the state that doesn't want you to have magazines that hold more than 10 rounds anyways, so big surprise, right? They have completely neutered the Second Amendment in California. But apparently they saw this coming, the criticism about limiting the accuracy under pressure, so they're going to allow you to still have things like true glow sights. One thing I do want to add about Placer County is they say if the lights or lasers are installed from the factory, you can have them. So guys, make sure you check that you're careful when you're in these counties. Go ahead and check with your county to make sure they don't have any restrictions. I can see other counties following suit with this, and eventually the whole state, and then other states are going to follow this. So guys, remember, if you choose to carry in this messed up state of California, what you have on your pistol, depending on where you are in California, can get your rights revoked. A lot of you may be thinking in a form of pride and ego, saying, well, I can still make it work without any of those things. Great, man, but that's not the point of the Second Amendment. The point of the Second Amendment is to make everyone equal. To the thug on the street, to the tyrant that you may have to live under one day. That's the point of the Second Amendment. So a little old lady in a wheelchair doesn't have to fear some MMA fighter. We're not going to live at the mercy of the most skilled or strongest people. We're going to be equal to them with technology and make them obsolete. Throughout America, every year Americans use their guns in self-defense against crime 2.5 to 3 million times a year. I don't think we should be limiting guns. We should be limiting the people that want to ban our guns. In fact, I think if you're anti-gun, I don't think that's a free speech position because most of the people that are anti-gun can't win the debate. The point of free speech is for one intelligent person to argue with a crowd that thinks they hold common sense and to disprove them. Otherwise, the speech wouldn't need to be protected. Protected speech exists so that it can be a counter to the common narrative that may be wrong. But California's already talking about initiating fees on people they say use hate speech in California, slapping you with a $5,000 fine every time they catch you committing hate speech. So this state has absolutely lost its mind. It's going straight down the gutter. I know a lot more people are going to leave, which is a shame because California is one of the best states in America outside of its population and its laws. This is still U.S. territory. It's a huge breadbasket of the nation for food, for dairy, for meats, for vegetables, for fruits. We've got these huge Sierra Nevada mountains, all these deserts, beautiful ocean. Northern California to Southern California is like driving through 4 different states. What we should do is just cut off the coastal cities, make them be their own state, and leave the rest of California that's more like Nevada alone. If you guys like this content and you want to see more of it, make sure you're subscribing to me on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram. And by the way, guys, I'm not monetized on here yet because I was demonetized for bringing you Second Amendment news. So on this channel, once I get monetized, I won't be asking. But right now, I need all the help I can get. There's a GoFundMe. Please donate if you can, guys. Any little you can do really helps. The link to the GoFundMe is going to be in the description of this video. You can also find it in the profile of my Instagram under the same name.